Welcome to Spotlight Prologue, Prologue's annual showcase, but this year, we're going virtual. Now, my full name is Rupinder Singh Sidhu, and most everybody knows me as Ruploops, and I'm coming to you way out here from the West Coast on the traditional unceded lands of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations, presently known as Vancouver, BC. Now, tonight we have an amazing lineup for you all, everything from Prologue's new 2021 artists, Britta B, inspired student performances, highlight performances from people like myself and my friend Lazylegz from Ottawa, Ontario. You also have a fantastic chance to win a free show for your school from any of Prologue's virtual artists. So stick around and have some fun with us tonight. Last but not least, I want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors who make these kind of shows and arts more available for schools and communities. Let's get this rolling.
This is the Human Radio, and we're just gonna kick it off just like this. Like this. All right. Check one. All right. Boom, bap, take it all back and we put it together with a little bit of rap and a little bit of ways we just folded in these days. Now we're gonna do it with a little wordplay, moving in and out of rhythm, and we move it with the vision. Anytime we hit position, well, we move it on these mics, and now we do it and we keep it alive. We just keep it in the place and we feeling the vibe. Yo, the Ruploops coming on through for you. This is how we do it and we put it in the groove. Now we're gonna take it, put it in the fold. Now we're gonna do it and we do it for the soul and roll. All right, so this next song is called Rise Up. And this song is all about basic human rights. And what I mean by that is a safe place to live for everyone, everybody having access to healthy food to eat and clean water to drink. And unfortunately, in a lot of places in the world, including right here in Canada, that's not available to everyone. And this song is about how I believe if we came together across all of our lines of differences, that we would be able to create a world where that was possible to achieve for everybody. Here we go. We're going to start it off with a little beatbox like this. to introduce you to this little instrument right here. Now, this is called a halusi, and it comes from southern China specifically, but you can find this style of instrument all over Asia. And I'm gonna play it for you in this tune here. Just give me 1 second. Alright. Give us freedom, justice, equality. Living up in the face of this hypocrisy. Too many in this world lost in poverty. Picking it up for the people whose rock is heavy. Peace and blessings to the people of needy. Food and water still a struggle for many. We all live in this world of plenty. Privilege in this life, giving thanks on the daily. Free these minds so our eyes are blind. Combine and find that we all can shine. Heart broken open, where is the time? Shaking apart the system so we all can climb. So let's go, let's roll. Everybody rock the boat. Time to grow, push and pull, move it in and out of soul. Take control, break the mold, raise it for a high goal. Young and old, be the bold, hold it for the future foe. Rise up, all my people, rise up. Rise up, all my people, rise up. Rise up, all my people, rise up. Time's up, time's up, time's up. Rise up, all my people, rise up. Rise up, all my people, rise up. Rise up, all my people, rise up. Time's up, time's up, time's up. Raise all day. Fire burn bright. Raise all day. Fire burn bright. Raise it up, raise it up, raise it up now. Raise it up, raise it up, raise it up. Raise it up, raise it up, raise it up now. Raise up your love, raise up your love. Raise it up, raise it up, raise it up now. Raise it up, raise it up, raise it up. Raise it up, raise it up, raise it up now. Raise up your love, raise up your love. Hearing the drumming, feeling it coming. Step into the summon, rhythm in the rhyming. Forget about the timing, we find and unwind the mind into sublime reason. It's the right season, just a state of being, a way of believing, imagining, dreaming, creating. See planting now, coming to fruition. Fluid funk flipping, soul sipping, never quitting. Always hitting and ripping, bending and twisting, mending and ending, molding and folding. That cyclical cycle, circle of precision. We call rhythm and we move it with the vision. Anytime we hit position, as we move it on the mic. Come to the rhythm, let me make it feel tight. Alright, all night, this is how we do it on the scene. Everybody coming and you step into the dream. Raise it up, raise it up, raise it up now. Raise it up, raise it up, raise it up. Raise it up, raise it up, raise it up now. Raise up your love, raise up your love. Raise it up, raise it up, raise it up now. Raise it up, raise it up, raise it up. Raise it up, raise it up, raise it up now. Raise up your love, raise up your love. Rise up, all my people, rise up. Rise up, all my people, rise up. Rise up, all my people, rise up. Time's up, time's up, time's up. Rise up, all my people, rise up. Rise up, all my people, rise up. Rise up, all my people, rise up. Time's up, time's up, time's up.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Spotlight Prologue. My name is Maria Williams, and I'm the Interim Executive Director at Prologue Performing Arts. Tonight is a celebration. We are thrilled to give you a sneak peek of our new and returning artists for the 2021-2022 season, and to celebrate all of you, the artists, teachers, and the community in helping make this year exciting, rewarding, and definitely an experience we'll never forget. And later on, we will be drawing the winner of a free virtual performance from any of our 2021-2022 artists for an entire school of your choosing. What a year this has been. Who knew that over a year ago, when we shut our office doors for a couple weeks to deal with this virus, that we would still be working within this virtual world now. But you know what? Prologue has a vision and a mission to ensure access to performing arts experiences for young people across Ontario. And nothing was going to stop us from fulfilling that mission. COVID, we accept the challenge. This year, we had to completely reimagine the way we work. How are we going to deliver arts education into schools now that they were virtual? And now that our artists weren't able to go into public buildings? Well, we pivot. We have the best team who didn't waste any time in devising a plan and working with artists to move their workshops and performances online. Was there stress that this might not translate well? Was there doubt that teachers would buy into this? Was there frustration with figuring out how to turn online meeting platforms into stages? Absolutely. But we persisted. Because in a time of uncertainty and inconsistency, the arts are the constant that get us through. And we were determined to make this happen. Now, I'm so proud to say that this year, we have reached over 250,000 young audiences in schools, camps, libraries, and community centers all over Ontario. We've had the privilege of presenting, virtually, 20 amazing Prologue artists. We created new programming to help support curriculums. We embarked on the digital revitalization of Prologue. We presented Prologue's first ever concert series for spring break, virtually of course. And well, we're just getting started. Finally, we're kicking off Prologue's participation in the Great Canadian Giving Challenge. For the month of June, when you donate to Prologue through Canada Helps, your donation will enter us in for the chance to win $20,000 for our organization. So if you can, please help us continue building the great programs you'll hear about tonight and bringing arts experiences to kids all over Ontario. Donate today. Okay now, enough of me. Let's get on with the event, so sit back and enjoy.
Prologue is a not-for-profit charitable organization that brings performing artists into schools and communities right across Ontario. We reach about 500,000 kids each year through 1,800 performances and workshops. The artists that we work with are some of the very best artists out there in terms of working with kids. They have years of experience, they know how to work with kids, they know how to talk to kids, they know how to really build on the performance as well. So we have study guides and educational resources and opportunities for students to really explore the topics and the issues.
In classrooms, we don't really get to do that sort of thing, and this is another way to expand the arts curriculum.
It's a really good experience for the kids and us, because it can inspire us to do great things, to just do better things.
That rapt look, that they're in the middle of what's happening. They're simply transported.
They feel exhilarated. It's like their hearts have opened up.
Working with Prologue is absolutely an experience that I would recommend for any school. Staff give good feedback, and most importantly, the students have given good feedback as well.
For students and staff to get a chance to see all the variety of arts that there are out there is an amazing thing, and it just enriches
school life.
It like made me feel better by seeing other people that are like me dancing.
Hi, I'm Tracy Thomson, Acting Program Coordinator of the Arts for the Toronto District School Board. I've been invited to share a few words about TDSB Creates. TDSB Creates began in 2014 under the leadership of Christine Jackson. This yearly arts festival brings students, educators, and artists together. Students create original work in a variety of disciplines. This year we have engaged 58 artists, supported over 260 teachers, and impacted almost 6,000 students across our board. We know the power of the arts and how vital it is to provide opportunities for students to find their voice. The provocation for this year's festival is adaptation. Obviously, we were not able to engage in work together. We're not able to showcase or exhibit or celebrate in the same space, but nothing can stop the power of the arts. And together we have found innovative ways to stay connected and create profound work.
When the pandemic hit and all of our performances started to get canceled, we thought, of course, our performances in the schools with Prologue would be a no-go. And what quickly happened was actually that Prologue adapted, and they found all of these different ways of still delivering programs to students virtually. This was definitely a lifeline for us. We feel so grateful that we have had the opportunity to still connect with students across Ontario through our music during this time.
Initially, I'm not gonna lie with you, actually I was a little hesitant, when I was offered the opportunity to perform virtually. I was like, oh well, it's not gonna be the same thing, it's not gonna be fun. It's definitely not the same thing, but it's actually a lot of fun. The fact that I'm in Montreal and I can perform for 2 or 3 schools in one day in Ontario. So there's a lot of positives to this virtual programming.
I want to thank Prologue to the Performing Arts for helping us work through this pandemic, not only on a marketing standpoint, but on a technical standpoint as well.
And we've also appreciated learning how to work with all these new programs, so everybody's help and helping us learn this stuff, we really appreciate it.
There's nothing like some arts-infused inspiration to engage, challenge, and energize us. So thank you, Prologue, for bringing the very best of arts education into our classrooms, whether virtual or in person. We really appreciate it.
We really hope that we can continue this amazing relationship that we've started with Prologue for many seasons to come. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Lisa Raposo and I'm the English Department Head at Notre Dame Catholic Secondary School in Burlington, Ontario. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to express my gratitude for the relationship that Notre Dame and the English classes that participated in the Prologue Performing Arts venture, where we brought in spoken word artists like Britta B into our classroom. This has been such a valuable experience for the students because they were able to listen to authentic voice and listen to a spoken word artist like Britta B, who shares her vulnerability and shares her viewpoint about the world around her, and so eloquently and artistically and creatively presents her spoken word to us in a way that in turn encourages the students to share their own authentic voice and their own stories. As they share their authentic voice, they're also using this creative outlet to express how they feel. And I hope that you enjoy some of these students' work. And we're so thankful to Prologue Performing Arts and especially Britta B for bringing her joy and her mastery of spoken word into our classroom.
I was only 11 when you humiliated me for not being as good at math as everyone else. I was only 11 when I was getting continuous panic attacks because I accidentally forgot my math textbook 1, time and just knew I was going to be shamed before everyone. I was only 11 when I was treated like I was stupid because I didn't know the answer to that one question on the test. So I stopped raising my hand. I stopped actively participating in class. I stopped asking for help when needed. I stopped because I was trying to avoid the feeling of shame and humiliation, because if even the teacher was hurting my feelings, I must be stupid, right? Wrong. There is a big difference between motivating students to do better and shaming students for what they do wrong. And the more you berate, the less we participate. Respect is a two-way street, and I spent my entire 6th grade year trying to impress you the hardest with anything I possibly could. But the more I gave, the worse I felt. Because I felt like all of my efforts to do good and make you proud just weren't enough. That because I was not a straight-A student like everyone else, it made it okay for you to compare me to everyone else. But things would have been different if I had just asked for help, right? 11-year-old Ellery didn't know that. Because all 11-year-old Ellery knew is if they ever dared to say a single word or ask a question, they would have to stand at their desk as their teacher would yell and yell and yell until they would get it through their head that they will never be as good or as successful as anyone else in the room. My grades aren't as high, and my self-esteem is low. But I've got to be good for something, right? Right? There has to be something that I can do that no one else in this room can. At the time, all I knew how to do was sit quietly at my desk and panic silently. Because what on earth is long division? And how do I do it? The only good you did for me was drive me and inspire me to turn your harassment into art. Art. That's what I was good at. But it still wasn't good enough. The one thing I had that kept me going was art. My art wasn't as good as the girl a few rows ahead of me or the boy in the corner. My art was distinct. Unique. But it wasn't like the beautiful painting that the person next to me did, or that realistic sculpture that your favorite student did. But I tried my best. I fulfilled your request, but the heart beating in my chest is now pounding, because my best wasn't the best. Therefore, it was worthless. But don't worry about me, because soon enough, I found my place. And it's no longer a race to be the best mathematician or the best athlete. Because if there's one thing I can do that sets me apart from everyone else, it's write. I can write. So I took all of your words and I made it into this piece to reclaim the confidence that I so-called didn't deserve. Because I found my worth. My worth is not defined by how many A's I get or how many questions I answer correctly. It took years to accept myself for who I am, but once I got there, there was no going back. I won. I won. I won. I found my purpose without you, because when I was only 11, I learned something valuable that no one can compare to me.
Good evening et bienvenue. My name is Bremley Karthigesu and I'm Prologue's Programming and Community Outreach Manager. It is my pleasure to be able to say a few words tonight. Prologue has worked hard in moving all of our public, community, and educational programming to a virtual platform. I want to take a moment to share some of the new programming, developments, and offerings that we will be bringing to you next year. What do we have in store for the coming year? We have summer programming available for schools and camps. We have created our first specialist high schools major workshops for high schools in costume design, entrepreneurship, production, and stage management. We are offering special professional development workshops for teachers and administrators taught by some of our artists with opportunities hosted by Prologue this summer. Along with these exciting changes, we have an incredible lineup of artists joining us next year. From French language learning, ASL, Black futures, to Indigenous history and neurodiversity, we have something for everyone. To our new virtual artist roster joining us next year, Fall for Dance North. Fall for Dance North is a charitable, non-for-profit dance festival and organization that has partnered with Prologue to bring the best dance from all around the world to audiences in Ontario. Mike Ford. Yes, educators, we heard you, and now he's back. Mike is a Juno-nominated Franco-Ontarian solo artist who will delight your classes with Canadian history from A to Z. Krystle Dos Santos. Krystle Dos Santos and her exciting four-piece band will take you back in time to the peak of Motown music from the late 1950s to 1960s. Get prepared, teachers, it's bound to be a blast. David Lane. From beatboxing to vocal percussion, engage your classrooms and choirs with the fantastic David Lane, Toronto-based touring artist and vocalese extraordinaire. Unity Charity. Help inspire and engage your students through Unity Charity's incredible youth and high school programs. Through hip-hop, rap, and spoken word, speed control, straight out of -40 degrees in Canada's Yukon, come to the Power Trio Speed Control with super tight, riff-heavy, and wonderful harmony rock. And of course, some of our returning artists include Britta B, Arico, Tribal Vision Dance, Gumboot Kids, Joaquin Nunez, Carlin and the ADHD Project, and Shoestring Opera. The moment you've all been waiting for. We are about to announce the winner of the free virtual performance for the new school year. This performance can be used for your school or any school of your choice. Take a look at the chat box for the name of the winner. Let us know in the chat box if you are here or email us at info@prologue.org. Joining us, the incredible Lazylegz Live. Adapt, stay positive, and learn to do things your way. This is the key behind Luca's no excuses, no limits philosophy. We are so excited to finish this evening off with his incredible energy and b-boying moves. Until next year, salut!
What's up, my Prologue Arts family? My name is Luca Patuelli. I am also known as Lazylegz. I am a professional dancer and motivational entertainer. Today, I'm going to start it off with a little bit of a warm-up. So I'm going to ask you all to repeat the same moves I do to the best of your ability. The most important thing is really just to move your body, feel free, and enjoy the music. And then after that, we'll begin the program. Alright, so we're going to start it off with a very simple move. We're going to say yes with the head. We're going to go up, down, up, down. Now we're going to say no with the head, side to side. Good. We're going to go full circle with the head. We're going to go slowly, just around. Good. And stop and turn the other way. Good. And now we're going to lift our arms up as high as we can. And we're going to shake our arms. Shake, 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 shake. Good. And we're going to try to bring our arms from side to side like this. We go a little bit faster. Good. Now we're going to bring our arms up high again. And we're just going to go X. We're going to cross our arms in front of us. Yeah. Good. And we're going to bring our arms out to the side. Be careful if you have any objects around you. Good. And we're just going to circle our arms and just shake it off. Circle the shoulders. Good. And since we've been in front of our computers all day, our fingers might be hurting, so we're just going to put our hands out. Open. And just shake it off. Shake, 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 shake. Good. And we're going to take one last big deep breath all together. We're going to inhale and exhale. Nice. Good job, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed that little bit of a warm-up. I think it's important to make sure that we can always bring some music and some movement in our daily routine and our daily activities. It does help get the blood flowing and just puts us in a better mood. I truly believe that everyone can dance, and it's the slightest movement that makes the greatest difference in our performance. It's really about just the rhythm within our hearts. And you might see this message behind me. It's this idea of no excuses, no limits. Pas d'excuses, pas de limite. To me, what no excuses, no limits means is that I truly believe that we all have the power to accomplish anything we want in our lives, but it's the minute that we create an excuse and we tell ourselves that we can't do something without even trying first, that's where we're creating a limitation, and that's where we're creating a barrier. But if we learn to give things a try our best, and most importantly, take the time to adapt ourselves and learn to do things our own way, then there really are no limits to what we can accomplish. Just to share a little bit more my story, because some of you might be curious to know how I learned to dance and why I use crutches and wheelchairs to get around. So, my name is Lazylegz because I was born with 2 lazy legs. I was actually born with a condition called arthrogryposis. It's a condition that affects the bones and the joints in your body. And what makes this condition so rare is that anyone that's affected with arthrogryposis, it can affect them in any part of their body. For me, it primarily affected me in my legs. What that means is I have very, very little muscles in my legs, and I need to use crutches to get around. However, growing up, ever since I was young, any activity that I ever saw my friends do, I always participated with my friends, but I always had to do things a little bit differently. And when I was 15 years old, I ended up discovering dance, what we call break or break dance. There's something about the challenge of being able to create movements that are unique to you that inspired me to really create a style that was unique to me and also ended up becoming unique to the rest of the world. I've toured and performed in over 35 countries around the world. I've competed with and against some of the best dancers in the world, and I've created a very unique dance style by using the strength of my arms and my crutches as an extension of my arms. Right now, what I'd love to do is show you all a video of how I dance so you can see how I've transformed my life to pursue my passion as a professional dancer. So that video should give you a little bit of better idea of how I dance and how I've adapted myself to pursue my passion as a professional dancer. As I mentioned, I think that dance is, to me, it's one of the vehicles of change. It's one of the activities that can really bring the world together. No matter what age, what race, what gender, what ability, what language one may speak, everyone can dance. So with that being said, I wish everyone an amazing summer. I hope that you all continue to stay safe and remember this idea of no excuses, no limits. Peace.
Hi, I'm Risa from the Prologue team, and we just wanted to take a moment to thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To all the artists, students, educators, supporters, parents, donors, and community partners
who have supported and contributed to our organization this year.
We are so grateful for your generosity. It has been a pleasure bringing artists into your schools and homes.
Thank you for pivoting with us.
Until next year, à l'année prochaine.